Thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me.
Hey everyone, Matt here, Home Science Ideas, and today my son and I got our ProtoX's quadcopters, nano quadcopters in the mail today, and so I'm going to open one and just show you guys basically what's in the box. What's in the box? Let's see. So let's look at this real quick. I don't know if you guys can see this real good, but it includes a helicopter. It includes 2.4 gigahertz controller, a USB charge cord. So if you have like an iPhone or iPad or whatever, you can plug that right into the charger for that. And then it comes with 4 spare rotor blades. And oh, the quadcopter came out, so I guess the twisty ties aren't on there very good on this one. But anyways, so let's go ahead and open it up. See what's inside. Okay, and as you can see, this is one tiny quadcopter. I mean, well, I got some pretty big mitts, but dude, that thing is small. And I've seen some videos on it already on YouTube. I figured I'd do one myself for our crew, or our Facebook page, and you guys on YouTube. And yeah, it's pretty crazy how small it is. The actual frame itself is part of the motherboard. This is actually the motherboard that makes up the whole frame of this thing. And I'd like to check on these chips. I need to look at them with magnifying glass, but basically I'd like to go ahead and check all these chips and stuff, this chipset and stuff, and see if it's something I can plug into my Arduino. And I'm sure there's some programs that I can run on it to where I think there's one called like a logic detector, and it basically figures out the wire or the chipset and stuff like that. So I'd like to make this thing autonomous to where I can just program flight paths and send it on its way. That's all a dream at this point until I get it done. So anyway, it comes with the quadcopter, as you can see here, and let's go ahead and look at what else is in the box here. Okay, so let's pull this out. There's the instructions on the bottom there, but let's go ahead and pull out the controller and everything else that's in here. This is the controller, and it takes 2 AA batteries, and this would be your throttle here. You turn it off and on here, and then you can trim it sideways, or you can trim it forward and back here on these. So this is the trim here for left and right, and up and down here. This is the throttle, and you can also spin the copter, you know, like almost like you're spinning it like a top, you know. And this one will actually help it drift sideways. So anyways, that is the controller. Okay, then you have the instructions here, and let's get a quick overview. There's 3 different languages that this comes in, and we're just going to do English for now, because I can't read Spanish and stuff like that. So, but anyway, let me read this whole thing to you guys. Of course, I'm kidding. Anyways, it just tells you where to put the batteries and stuff, and how to plug it into your USB port. And make sure you read over these things, because you should never leave the ProtoX unattended when charging. I don't know why that is. Is it going to explode or something? And do not allow the USB port to power down when connected to the ProtoX. I don't know why that is either, but just follow the instructions. I think that's best on this. Then you have the controller switches and all that. And then this talks about how to fly it, basically what the controllers do. If you push back and forth on the controller, on this one, it goes up and down. that doesn't seem right though. Oh no, that is right. Yeah, that's up and down, and so on and so on and so on, all the way down. And then you want to check out the trim. That's going to be real important because as you're flying, you'll notice it'll drift to the right or to the left. So you want to mess with the trim on your controller. If you've never flown before or anything, you want to mess with the trim to basically center your ProtoX. That way it doesn't drift to the sides. It stays basically as it hovers, it just hovers in one spot. I don't know what kind of charge this thing has, but let me push pause here, and then I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to turn on this. And I'm going to do a flight video after this because the video is already kind of running long. But that's basically the unboxing of the ProtoX. Alright, so I put batteries in here, and I wanted to tell you what else it came with here, even though I did read it to you on the back, but I'll just show you all the parts. That is the USB cable and the extra blades. One cool feature that I really liked about this quad was that basically when these blades hit stuff, they come off real easy. And the reason why that's good is because it will basically save the blades. Your blades won't get hurt too bad. I mean, if you're up high, though, that would kind of suck because it'd hit the ground pretty hard. But basically, the blades come off fairly easy. But you just basically push them right back onto the engine spindle, and you're ready to go again. So you get an extra set of blades, and then you get the controller, and then you get the USB charger that will plug right into your iPhone or your iPhone jack or your iPad jack. So let's turn it on. Let's see what it looks like. So let's set up a little spot for it here. Okay. Now the front of this lights up blue, and the back lights up red, if I remember correctly. So there you go. So now see, it's blinking like that, so it's looking to connect to the controller. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and let's watch what it does. See, it's connected. So now let's give it a little test flight. If it has power. I don't think it has enough power. Oh, whoa, whoa. So anyways, that's it for this video. Tune in next week. Tune in for the next video, and I'll show you guys what we're going to do. Me and my son are going to be flying it around and learning how to fly. So until we do our next video, God bless you guys, and peace.
Thank you, Lord, for what you're doing now.